G'day, Norm here. Welcome to You Don't Own Me on the 25th of April. Today I want to talk to you about a very serious outbreak that is happening right now. You're going to hear about it pretty soon. And this is an extremely threatening outbreak. The good news is that the outbreak is only threatening to the super elites who want to rule us and take away our democracy. People like the tech giants, the politicians that are trying desperately to put themselves in a position of having supreme power that is both unchallengeable and unlimited. But the really good news is that this outbreak has happened and it is underway. And the epicenter of this outbreak to bring back democracy is Maricopa County in Arizona, USA. So this will probably come as a surprise to most Aussies, especially if you follow the ABC. You'll have no idea that this is going on. But we're actually 2 days into a full forensic audit of the crime scene as it's being investigated of the Maricopa County election last November. This has been instigated by the people. The people of Arizona have stood up and demanded this, and at every turn where they have tried to avoid it and to put it off, the people have stood resolute and demanded that this happen. And as I said, we're now 2 days into it. This report will be coming out. It's going to take 40 days and we're already 2 days down. So 38 more days to go and we're going to have that report. But even better news is that the Bring Back Democracy virus is spreading and it has a pretty good R factor. So already the same thing has happened in New Hampshire. New Hampshire has approved a full forensic audit and that report will be available in less than 45 days. And incidentally, the New Hampshire was approved by their House, their Senate and their Governor unopposed. No Democrat or Republican opposed this full forensic audit. There have been court cases where votes are now open to be looked at in Georgia and in Antrim County in Michigan, and now it's spread to at least 8 other counties in Michigan. Additionally, there are moves in Wisconsin and Pennsylvania for full forensic audits as well. Back in November, when people questioned the November election in the US, we were told, particularly I know in Australia we were told, and especially by the ABC, they couldn't say the words objection or concern or criticism without always throwing in baseless in front of it, despite the fact that it wasn't baseless. We were never told of the evidence that was presented. The same thing though is true of most people in the US. The mainstream media and big tech over there did exactly the same thing as our ABC in Australia. They refused to bring you the news. They chose to parrot the narrative of their political ideology. The evidence was there right from the beginning. There were literally thousands of affidavits, and affidavits are hard evidence in court. In fact, I'll give you an example of just one. In Arizona, there was an affidavit sworn in a court that said that there was a plane with pallets of ballots arrived from overseas. Now that's totally illegal. All ballots have to be printed in the US. And that this affidavit said that these ballots originated from China. So, and the other thing you need to know about an affidavit is if an affidavit in a court in the US is unrebutted, then it is truth. That court case has since been determined and that affidavit was unrebutted. So that is truth. So, which leads me now to talk about the desperation that is being shown to prevent this audit. So the Democrats are doing everything they can to prevent this audit. There are busloads of Antifa and BLM violent protesters being shipped down to try and disrupt and cause a halt to the audit. There have been sent 75 lawyers, high-powered lawyers, sent down to do everything in their power to prevent this audit. What are they hiding? What are they so scared of? Why wouldn't you want an audit of an election that you said was the fairest election ever in US history? But you've got lawyers of the ilk of Mark Elias, etc. These are lawyers who represent the Clintons, the Obamas, the Bidens. That is the level of desperation that is being sought to prevent this audit from going ahead. Now, in opposition to that desperate effort against this audit, let's have a look at how the audit itself has been set up with 100% full transparency. In fact, it is so transparent that the complete audit is being live streamed. Every inch of the audit facility is live streamed from multiple cameras that anyone can access and view at any time. So if you want to see that, you can go there right now. It's azaudit.org, or as our US friends would call it, azaudit.org. Full transparency. They want the world to know exactly what happened in this election. The audit is using some very sophisticated and intelligent equipment and artificial intelligence to determine and establish the state of each ballot itself and each vote. So something about the US ballots, they all have to be printed in America to a specific formula of paper in America. Not only the paper and the ballot, but the ink itself. There's only 3 inks that are used. They have to be present in the right format. The shape and form of the ballot paper is very specific and must be in a very specific shape and form. Any counterfeit ballots will be detected. Not only will counterfeit ballots be detected, but they will be able to be pinpointed to exactly where they came from. So the exact number of counterfeit ballots and where they came from will be identified in this audit. The audit team was told prior to the ballots being handed over to them by those who ran the election that every ballot was accounted for and that every ballot had been secured. And 2.089 million ballots have been delivered. However, the audit team are also in possession of bags of shredded 2020 Maricopa County election ballots. We're going to find out 2 things from this audit. We're going to find out the extent of the coup that tried to take down democracy in the US. And we're also going to find out how seriously we were deceived by mainstream media and by big tech. And in Australia, by the ABC. I hope you found this valuable and a little bit informative. And as always, take care of your family. Cheers.